After a season of blood, sweat, tears, and triumph, Canada's ultimate hockey prize is in the building. The grueling journey began 10 months ago with a blend of perspiration, determination, and imagination, fighting for every inch, bringing forever a step closer. Today, we crown our champion, who will live on in immortality and win the most coveted, fake trophy of them all, the belt. Happy Canada Day, and welcome to the Free Agent Frenzy. That was how we opened the show 4.5 hours ago, starring Jeff O'Neill as Phil Pritchard. I didn't think you could pull off that wig, but you kind of did. And you see the brand new belt. O-Dog, of course, claimed the regular season belt and took it home and won't relinquish it. So we got the special Canada Day edition of the belt. Very special Canada Day quiz belt. And look at these jerseys. All have represented Canada on the international stage. 6 World Championship gold medals, 2 Olympic gold medals, a World Junior gold medal. Whoever stole it in Vancouver, please return it. He still wants it. And a solid, just off the podium finish in the World Championships. A 4th place finish for Mike Johnson.
Thank
who went into the belly of the beast in Russia. And,
that's right.
And almost came away with a podium performance.
Proudly representing Canada always.
Semi-finalist. All right, it's a Canadian-themed edition, as you would guess, version of the quiz. Let's get to it. Which was Connor McDavid's sweetest move of the playoffs? The goal against Dallas, ridiculous. The assist against Florida, equally ridiculous. Or the beer run for Edmonton's 3rd round victory party. That was brave in itself as well. You can choose any of those, MJ.
It's the goal against Dallas, because I think that goal was a goal that literally no other player in the league could score. From the skating to the stick handling, and it resulted in a goal. We've seen him take on players and make passes, but to finish with a slick little finish up top, that to me was the best move of the playoffs.
Cheryl Pounder?
For me, it's the assist against Florida, and for similar reasons, MJ. I mean, he had 100 assists in the regular season, but to pull this off in the playoffs, I mean, him coming through the neutral zone, he's picking off his opponent one at a time. He's got that neutral upper body. No one knows where he's going. In tight, draws them all to him, and delivers an absolute gift to Perry on his right. I thought it was beautiful.
It's the beer run. How he got selected for the beer run is beyond me. There's usually a guy for that. There's usually a guy that gets a couple $100. Yeah, anyone.
A black ace.
A black ace. There's somebody that gets a couple $100. It's like, here's for some beer and just keep the change and shove it in my garage. You don't make the captain go to the beer store
with his girl helping him out.
But I will love I do love the fact that Connor McDavid did that, where he's like, boys need some beer, and I got to go get some beer, and that's it.
And the composure with the fans all around him as he tries to put it in the trunk. Who deserves honors as Canadian Coach of the Year? Stanley Cup champion Paul Maurice, heck of a speech yesterday on the beach. Or Canadian University and World U18 champion Connor McDavid, who's undefeated in the 52-0, coaching behind a bench for Canadian teams this year. Who do you like, Cheryl?
Paul Maurice, the toughest trophy to win. I mean, you've been at it for 3 decades, and you find a way to get it done, and you're staring at the barrel of a reverse sweep, and you're managing to just not only motivate your guys. I mean, he was just a gift at the podium, wasn't he, for media as well? But just you look at the way he deployed his bench, the structure of that team defensively, the way that everyone was able to manipulate the Oilers and get it done in Game 7. I thought it was magic, and Paul Maurice for me.
But he wasn't perfect.
Yeah, he wasn't perfect.
Connor McDavid, perfect. 43-0 at UND. So imagine the pressure once you get to 30, like trying to go undefeated the entire season. You're like, well, hang on, that's CIS. What about the other? Well, yeah, at the U18 as well, a perfect 9-0. In a tournament, Canada doesn't always dominate. He ran the table for the year. You can't get any better than that.
I'm going Paul Maurice. Mo coached me for a long time, and I'm really happy for him to see him win the Stanley Cup. He said he's been at this for 30 years. And the one principle that he has, and it's very simple, it all starts with him. Like, there's different philosophies about hockey, different systems. But if you don't work hard, you're going to be in his doghouse. Like, it's just one simple fundamental he has. You got to give yourself the best chance to win as an individual and as a team. And one of his staples, the most important one, is simple hard work. And that's not a bad one to start with.
Which Canadian NCAA Player of the Year drafted last week is the more intriguing pro prospect? NHL #1, Macklin Celebrini, or NBA #1, Zach Edey?
I'm going Celebrini. Watching him play at the World Juniors, I think he's a fascinating player because everyone's like, oh, he might not be McDavid, he might not be Matthews. But this kid might be a Jonathan Toews where he plays the game a different way, he contributes a different way, and he helps his team win a different way, which is so important for San Jose. Yeah, there's not that sex appeal of the skating. We just saw the plays with McDavid. That might not necessarily be there right now, but the way he competes and the way he's going to help his team win is going to be special.
We've seen players like Celebrini before. You just mentioned a couple. We've not really seen somebody like Zach Edey before come out of Canada, 2-time Player of the Year in college basketball. And what's intriguing about him is you're not quite sure. Celebrini seems like a sure thing. Edey worked hard to get to where he is. Always found a way to be successful. I think he'll do the same. And his free agent frenzy days are going to be more lucrative than Macklin's.
By the way, Edey announcing he'll not participate for Canada in the Olympics this year, getting ready for the NBA. I'm not saying that's deducted points from him. He wants to get ready for the NBA season. He's a pro now.
Still seems kind of greasy, though. I don't like it.
Cheryl?
Yeah, Macklin Celebrini for me as well, and just having that front row seat at the World Juniors and watching just how elusive he was, in particular when he got to the middle of the ice. It just felt like he could really shift left to right. He was dynamic, and what he did off the puck for a young man, I just really excited to watch him grow into a mature player in the NHL.
We brought out that belt the first game of the year, and I told our team, the Quizmaster, our producer Mike Lane, this is going to last 1 week. I can't keep this shtick going all season. Somehow we did, and so we're going to ask you the most iconic moments related to the quiz belt during our season. Was it the O-Dog chasing me around the studio because he wanted the belt so badly? His entrance when he finally won the quiz champion on Trade Center, or Leaf legend Dougie Gilmour presenting the belt to Owen, which was a touching moment. Johnny?
I mean, it's the O-Dog entrance. I haven't been in the studio for a lot of these, but I was in tears. One of the best skits O has ever come up with. And the hype men in behind him with the Champus here with Hayes and Noodles. The whole team was there with Overdrive. That was it for me.
Cheryl?
I'm thinking about it. The O-Dog entrance. I mean, he comes in, he's in, I don't know what you're wearing, your balloon pants and the hair and everything. You sit beside me, and then all of a sudden the quiz actually starts, and I think I spit because I was laughing so hard. I couldn't even get it out. I laughed the entire quiz. I couldn't compose myself, and sitting right next to you. So absolutely the entrance.
That wasn't it for me. It was me chasing Duthie around the panel, because at that time of me chasing Duthie, I was winded after that quick circle around the desk. And now, probably 5 or 6 months after that chasing, I'm no longer winded by that, Jimmy.
We should buy the shape. That is a testimonial to the shape you've gotten into over the last few months right there, right?
Yeah, shout out to my trainer, Jason.
Should we do a lap right now and time it?
Can you catch him?
And see if it was fast enough?
I'll come over the top. I already ran 5K today.
What are we going to do?
Got up early.
Did you really?
I did at 5 a.m. Wow. Go ahead.
What are we going to do next year? Because we can't bring this thing back and do this for an entire year.
Jimmy, it's just like any success. You got to run it back.
We got to run it back one more year.
We got to run it back one more year.
Okay.
Just one more.
Apparently one more year of the belt forthcoming. Lindsay, Frankie. Oh, I got to give it away. I kind of forgot. This is the Special Canada. I don't know. Like, you guys were all great. You all look good in your jerseys. But who's the most decorated Team Canada participating on this panel? 6 World Championship golds.
Yes!
2 Olympic gold medals.
What are you going to say?
Come on. That's the ultimate tiebreaker.
Thanks, Renee.